If you like my takes on sports, maybe you'll like my takes on movies. I just created a movie review channel. I reviewed The Menu, Glass Onion, and the newest Puss in Boots movie, so if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on those, I start off each review without spoilers, so don't worry, you don't have to have seen the movie to watch the review. The link is in the description to that new channel. Had a lot of fun making those videos, so definitely check that out. And anyway, on to your regularly scheduled video. Well, I know the Patriots lost, but I think it's still fair to give credit to Mac Jones and how he was able to perform well. Finally, we saw the old Mac Jones back, which was nice to see and kind of gives you hope for the future if you're a Patriots fan of, listen, I know the season hasn't been perfect. It's not been terrible either. You've definitely had some, promising young players come in and play well this season. But Mac Jones was by far and away the best rookie last year at the quarterback position, so now getting him a, situation where he's in his second year and he's not playing so well, bit disappointing, but he came in and played well. So let's talk about what he did well. One of the things he did well was just kind of the simple stuff. Mac Jones has always been good at the simple stuff, even going back to his college days. That's part of what makes him special. And sometimes it's just hitting the open guy and running the offense. And that's something that I still feel like I've seen flashes of him do this season. When guys are getting open, guys just are getting open less, I think, has been part of the problem. But you see right here, you have a receiver running a route that could get into a gap in coverage, kind of past the linebackers, but underneath the safeties. Mac Jones is going to take the snap, and Mac Jones is going to throw it, and I'm going to pause it right before he throws the ball. You see right here, there's definitely a window to make this throw. This is the throw that he should make. Jones does make it, and they're able to not just get a big completion, but get a touchdown on top of it. It was open, right? And that was probably going to be his first read on the play, but still, I think that, you do deserve credit for hitting the open guy, especially in this situation where oftentimes that deep route just pushes the safeties further deep and helps set other things up. So while you should always look in that direction and see if it's open, I think a lot of guys will look there and, quickly go to their next read because that's how those plays typically work. But Jones did the right thing of reading the play and very quickly realizing, okay, this actually is going to get open, so I'm going to fire it right now to get a completion, and he got a touchdown out of it. Something like this is definitely another good one, in my opinion, where it's a zone coverage play, and you see the way this concept is designed to work. You have your two receivers lined up to the offense's right, who are going to basically run, you'll see what they're going to do. Their job is to clear everything out of that side of the field, and that's really going to be if this play is won or lost. Again, the way the Patriots run their offense is very much Mac Jones is just a guy in the offense. He is not the one who is doing it all himself, such as with the Bears, it's basically just let's let Justin Fields do what he can do because that's our best strategy here. The Patriots have a different strategy of let's, put the ball in a player's hands who has an opportunity to succeed, and when it works well, it works really well, and when it doesn't work well, it really doesn't work well. However, you see Mac Jones take the snap, and the tight end who started off blocking but then runs a route, you do see that right here, there's a big gap outside the numbers where if he can get there, this could be a big completion. Mac Jones's throw is able to get there, and you are able to pick up a big completion. Now, how impressive is this for Mac Jones? Really not at all. I mean, this is something you expect the quarterback to make. This is, a replacement level play. I mean, if a replacement level quarterback is in there, you still expect that play to work, but that's a good thing. That's helping the Patriots because they haven't had those as many times this season. Occasionally they have, but for a lot of the chunk of this season, they have not had those easy completions. So getting more of those easy completions against a defense that's been, spotty. It's been up and down. The Vikings defense has had its issues. It's had its good games as well. But this was, definitely a good play by the Patriots to scheme someone open. Of course, this play is another good example of just like Jones doing nothing, just throwing the screen pass to Ramondre Stevenson. And Ramondre Stevenson, who is an absolute superstar in this league, picks up a ton of yards on that play. We should talk about Ramondre Stevenson more. Really, maybe I should have made a video about him. Although, let's be honest, more people will click on a Mac Jones video than a Ramondre Stevenson video, so maybe that's why I did it. But still, gotta give him credit. But I'm showing this play just kind of to explain, yes, it is true. Some of Mac Jones's, yards and stuff like that always come from, stuff like this, of checkdowns, of just running the offense, that kind of stuff. Although you could also easily say the flip side is that he doesn't get those opportunities for those deep passes as frequently because of the offense he plays as well. It goes both ways. Although going over here, I do have to say, when he does get those opportunities, he is not bad at them. Like, that's kind of the thing is it was a big narrative last season of they were definitely having the training wheels on Mac Jones last year, and a lot of Patriots fans felt like, let's take the training wheels off. He's shown what he can do. I still kind of feel that way a little bit. I don't think the training wheels are fully on, but they're definitely a little on, and they don't have to be, because like a play like this is a great example of what he can do when he's at his best. It's going to be Parker going on a one-on-one matchup on the outside. Devontae Parker, it's going to turn into a one-on-one matchup. It's zone. There is a seat deep, but it will essentially be one-on-one. Mac Jones takes the snap. He's going to look down the field, and you see that this is a good spot for Parker to be in. The reality is, if Parker has no separation, he's still someone who can, be open, right? You can make the throw. He's a good jump ball receiver, but especially if there is a bit of separation like there is now, this is just a throw that Jones should make. As you see, Mac Jones does make this throw, and again, beautiful throw, and maybe his best throw of the night on that one. So he was making some good plays, and yes, I think a lot of times you look at his highlights and they are throwing to open guys. I think he has part of the reason why he throws to open guys is because he's doing work to help get them open. That is absolutely an aspect of his game, in my opinion. But also, when guys aren't open, it's not like he's inaccurate. It's not like he can't make these types of throws. No, he is absolutely more than capable of making good throws. And then again, a lot of stuff is just stuff like this where it's still good. You still get credit for this stuff, even if it's not quite as sexy, where it's you're running a play action, you have Hunter Henry running over the middle, kind of idea is linebackers move in, you throw it to Henry before the safeties get there. So this is a timing route. A lot of these plays have been about timing, and that's what Mac Jones just has down. He has a great quarterback rhythm. I think that's what I want to start calling it. Quarterback rhythm. Mac Jones definitely has that. Watch Mac Jones take the snap, and he's going to immediately fire. I mean, the ball's already out of his hands as I've paused it right here. And I wanted to pause it. Usually I wait. I don't pause it until the quarterback is about to throw. The reason why I paused it a little bit later here is because I wanted to just highlight why it was so important for him to throw it then. It's now out of his hands, and you see the two linebackers over the middle. It is perfectly in between them right now. The way the ball is going, the angle, this is just perfectly timed, and this is the kind of stuff that you watch it on TV and say, oh, well, you hit a wide open player. If you threw it a half second later and it was still complete, everyone would have said, wow, what a tough throw, getting it in through a tight window. The reality is, the reason why this throw was easy was because of how well timed it was by Jones and Jones alone. Now, Henry's able to make the grab and, make a nice move after the catch, get into the end zone for a touchdown. Good stuff by him. So, again, how much extra credit do you get for Mac Jones for that? Hey, that's the value of putting the ball in the right player's hands, is good stuff can happen, right? So, listen, Mac Jones isn't lighting the world on fire. I do think this has been a disappointing season in year 2 from him, but it's nice to see him kind of look like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. I remember that guy that should have won Offensive Rookie of the Year last year. Sure, I totally get it. This is, he's back a little bit. I can see it. As my podcast co-host Kyle would say, the mac and cheese is cooking. So we'll see if it continues. Let me know in the comments below. What were your thoughts on Mac Jones and his performance? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.